before they wonder where could at. You know I'm paving a roadmap. You're locked into the cool cast.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Right on, right on. Hey, man. I'm not mad at the right on. We getting back to the dreams, man. This is another
Wonderful
Dreamers
episode.
Create Cool special High Times edition.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My guy, Kyle Brown,
Yeah.
the owner of the bookstore, man. He's
Gallery.
Supposed to hit
he's a librarian.
Get your
Avid
books,
reader.
Get your subscription, your membership.
Yeah,
all
the
of
whole thing. You know.
I love that you put that in there.
That's right. We are here to just educate our community, right? There's so many different holistic paths we can go down when it comes to wellness. Of course, we want to focus on physical wellness, mental wellness, spiritual wellness, all these things, and just providing a community center where we can do all of that and not be judgmental of each other, because we all are just trying to continuously improve ourselves.
Yeah. That's
Center of that.
that's crazy. So the fact that you named your space Bookstore Gallery,
Right.
and it's been a long saying in our community that if you want to hide some shit from
Put it in
folks,
a book.
man, put it in a book.
Real.
So your Google searches have to be low. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like
When I tell you we
the
number
place
one
to go
bookstore
in
Atlanta.
yeah, you the number one bookstore in
believe that. I believe
in
that.
Atlanta for sure. But do you ever does it throw people off? Like, man, I'm not going. We're not trying to read for real.
It's always more than what they bargained for.
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasant surprise.
When you walk through the door.
Right, because it's always a 50-50 chance that either they did their due diligence and they're there on purpose, or they didn't do their due diligence and they're like, oh, I'm excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is folks excited for when they get to your bookstore? Is it the encyclopedia section, or is it the personal growth?
Man, I
I'll-
would say,
The Bookstore Gallery. This is where wellness and community meets, here in the heart of Atlanta. We have two locations, one in Castleberry Hills, just minutes away from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the State Farm Arena. And then we have the Bookstore Gallery Edgewood location, just seconds away from the Martin Luther King Center. Here you can come partake in all different types of botanicals. You can lounge, chill, watch all different types of sports games, and actually play board games here as well. We are a membership society where you can come and take care of any of your wellness needs. And we have teas, different beverages, stay hydrated, and we look forward to hosting you here at the Bookstore Gallery. Come check us out.
and funny enough, just back it up real quick. So the bookstore was actually a real bookstore. Back
Before you
the
moved in
day.
it?
Before I moved in, it was
Okay.
On
vacant
North-
for
on-
about
North
5, 6
Avenue.
years.
North Side.
North
North
Drive.
Side,
Yep, right by
okay.
the Mercedes
Okay.
Stadium, across from Atlanta Tucky. It actually used to be a bookstore for Morris Brown first, and then it was a bookstore for ITC College.
Okay. So is
So
that
it's
why
etched
you
in the brick?
named it that, or you was already
Yeah,
coming
so I
with
wanted to step on or stand on the energy that was beforehand, right?
Okay.
We stand on our ancestors. We stand on those that came before us, right? So I wanted to stay genuine to what that building was made for. It was made to be a educational hub for those who are, in the AU Center going up, like you said, Morris Brown, Morehouse, Clark Atlanta,
Yeah.
Spelman. It just was a hub for just knowledge and
Right.
for a place for people to commune and do it safely. So I wanted to stand on that, and I wanted to be a kind of speakeasy vibes.
Yeah.
If you know, and hiding in plain sight.
Right. So, wow.
All of that.
So, I know we kind of speaking in parables. Y'all still don't know what Kyle do. You don't know what.
If you haven't been in the bookstore gallery.
You got to drop by the Bookstore Gallery if you partake in the
And the wellness in the books, right?
And the wellness in the books.
Wellness
And what's the pleasant?
Why is this CBD, is THC, is
All of that, man. Everything we doing is legal.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
know that you won't be in no trouble. But here in Georgia, it is a medical state, right? So you can
Yeah.
get your medical cannabis card here in Georgia, and we do help facilitate that. So we partner with the doctor, the 420 doctor. He's actually an alum of Clark Atlanta.
420 doctor?
420 doctor.
Is
Dr.
that his
Alexander.
specialty? Is that his specialty for
Yes,
sure?
he is a specialty in dosing. He helps with helping individuals get their medical cannabis cards. But going back to dosing,
out to
that's
Clark
such
Atlanta.
a important thing because we all have that friend, or if not ourselves, we all have that story where it's like, yo, I had that edible this one time and I was
Word.
just knocked out.
Right.
gone.
No. Okay, since you said that,
Yeah,
it brought a memory up.
talk to me.
Right? My guy. shout out to my guy.
You know
Shout
who
out
he
to
is.
my guy Mark Jacob. No, I have
you
to
gonna
tell
call
his
his
name.
name?
I'm gonna tell his name because this is my guy. He got the only black-owned coffee shop in Marietta,
Okay.
doing very well, right? So he has an outdoor patio, and we're sitting out there, drinking coffee. He also does the Chicago dogs because he's from Chicago. So I'm eating the Chicago dog, boom, 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 and he's popping these gummies like it's nobody's business. And I'm like, bro, what you got there? You know what I'm saying? Like you're smashing these. I'm talking about eating them like gummy bears, right?
Candy.
And he's like, nah, bro, these, they infused. I was like, all right, let me get one, right? So he gave me. He was like, you can take two. They're that low. You know what I'm saying? Now, I took the two. Mind you, we in Marietta off Windy Hill, right? I have to go pick her up from the airport. So you already know that's a nice hike,
Yes.
right? By the time I got halfway to the airport, I felt like I was in Mario Brothers, where I popped a star.
Yeah.
And everything was just moving, fast, but I was slow.
Slow.
Bro, when I tell you, by the time I got to airport, I thought I was about to get arrested
Like he
because
pulled
I was
up.
driving crazy. I pull up, you know how you got N1, N2, and
Yeah,
N4.
exactly. Hartsfield.
She's in N4 and 5. I pull up to N1.
Stop.
I stopped. I'm in the far left lane, like closest to the median. I get out the car. I'm like, I was just praying to God that I got to the airport. I got out the car. I said, I'm on the phone with her. I said, hey, you gotta come drive, right? As she's walking down, I'm grabbing onto the front of the car, just trying to move around to the side.
And I'm looking at this nigga
Like, what's up with Buddy? What's up with Buddy? Right? So, yo, the minute she got in the car and I sat in the passenger side,
out.
lights out.
Done.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep while I was driving.
You got guardian angel.
Bro, when I got to the house, I could not get out the car.
Couldn't
Like,
get
I
out.
couldn't get out. I couldn't move my legs. I couldn't move
Get him
nothing.
out.
So I'm like,
But your mind is there. You can hear everything.
Yeah.
Yo.
Like you're still cognizant of like what's going on, but you just
I've
have no
never
feeling in your body.
never been that skied, bro. I think I slept for a whole day.
Yeah.
I was like, what did you take?
Bro, so Mark Jacobs, like, I don't know what type time you on or
His
what kind
tolerance is
what
crazy.
kind of bloodstream you got working,
Right.
brother.
Yeah.
But he popped at least 6 of them joints.
He's a big dude, big fella.
He's a little bigger than me.
He's not like,
But
Like you said, it's tolerance.
yeah, his tolerance is high.
no, that's next level. Like,
But I do know people that like smoke so much all the time that they be like, oh, edibles don't really do nothing for me. So I guess it really just depends on the person.
bruh.
I'm still predominantly a smoker.
Yeah.
For me, like 10 to 15 milligrams is the highest I'm gonna go on any edible.
Oh, really?
Anything higher than that will put me out. Even though I
Sleep.
Smoke.
Yeah.
But that's just gonna knock me out. So,
Whoa. At least he know his by the grams.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
exactly.
you got
That's what
to,
I'm saying. The
'cause-
dosing is so important.
Yeah.
It's important. It is important. And see, you don't know what that dosage was, so who knows what it was.
I thought he was eating gummy bears on some other shit. Like, I thought the dosage was extremely low.
Right, like 5% or something.
To this day, I still, I don't really take gummies like that because that,
Don't know how it's gonna hit you.
because when it do hit, it's a whole body high. It's not like when you smoke it be in your head.
Right.
But when that gummy hit, it's the entire body, and I felt like a gummy bear where I couldn't even walk.
You on that ride, man. You just gotta ride it out.
I went to sleep. I slept it out.
Yeah, I did. I did a couple of my friends that way. Not on purpose, but I know my tolerance is high, and they trying to hang with me. Didn't work out.
So I'm glad we were talking about tolerances because CBD will actually counteract that high, right? So I don't care. I don't have folks come in on shroom trips, on all type of stuff.
Yeah.
But that CBD will balance you out because we all have an endocannabinoid system. We were made to process cannabis. Like,
Oh,
it
for
really
real?
helps our nervous system
Explain.
talk to each other. But that CBD is going to be more of
No,
like
explain the
with the
endocannabinoid.
endocannabinoid.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
endocannabinoid system, like I said, it's how your nerves talk to one another. Like literally, like if you're a mammal, we all have that nervous system, and that's why cannabis stays in our bodies for so long. Because if you're on heroin, you're on coke,
Yeah.
some of those things
2
kind of
days
flush
and they
out.
out.
Exactly, it's
Yeah.
out. But the reason why cannabis sticks to our fat cells and it stays in our body because our body needs it. It helps keep us regulated. And there's a lot of studies going on right now with
Regulated as
especially
far
with-
as healthy or regulated like.
as far as everything moving through your body. So if you got pain, inflammation, that your nervous system controls everything in your body. So if you got a headache, if you're restless, all of these things your body is sending out, conversations about throughout your body on what's going on. And cannabis helps the nerve endings talk more effectively, right? They also help penetrate different areas in your body where you may have deficiencies, right? Because a lot of people, there's a lot of studies going on now talking about, autism and things like that in children. And they're saying that, it's probably because there's a deficiency in the endocannabinoid system. So there's more studies coming out. We definitely all about more education.
Yeah.
But there is a thing where, people are deficient in many things. And your endocannabinoid system has direct correlation to your health, to your nervous system. And cannabis or CBD is antifungal, antiviral. And all in all, it's good for your body, for your whole.
And what's what?
Does it depend on the kind of weed? Like, is that
Yeah.
important? Or
And how
can
you
just
and how you ingest.
So definitely, anything you put in your body, you want to know where it's coming from.
Right.
So you want to know that it's been tested, it's been validated. So all of our products are third-party tested. We have QR codes on them that will take you to the COAs or Certificate of Analysis.
Okay.
So that's what you always, no matter where you go, I don't care if you're at a gas station or anywhere, you want to make sure that the product's been tested by a third party. If it's not tested, I advise you not to try it. Don't
Right.
even do it because it can be laced with anything. We all
Right.
know
Fentanyl, yeah, all
Right.
that.
all type of stuff. And not only that, but if it's grown in soil that's filled with, pollution,
Pesticide.
pesticides, it's filled with, different metals and things, you don't want that in your body.
right.
So you definitely want to make sure if you're getting any products, you want to make sure it's been tested.
Are you on the grow side as well?
So I do partner with farmers. So right now we have 3 farms that we're partnered with. One in Georgia, Tennessee, Texas. as
Hold on,
well.
there's a grow farm in Georgia?
Oh yeah, there's growers here in Georgia.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's medical. Okay.
And hemp, in 2018, when the hemp bill was passed,
What is hemp?
hemp is the first cousin of cannabis. Hemp is it's a plant that you can do everything with, essentially. It's
But
like
it doesn't,
I
it doesn't
feel
get
it's,
you high, though.
I thought it
It
was like
can.
the
It
stepbrother.
can?
It can. So hemp,
Okay.
like I said, it looks like cannabis, smells like cannabis. The only difference is it has lower percentages of THC.
Gotcha.
THC is the cannabinoid that gives us that psychoactive
Yeah.
feel, right? Which hemp can do that if you let it grow long enough. It will start to get increased levels of THC.
What's Delta 88?
So So Delta 8 is another
Delta
cannabinoid.
8. What I say?
Yeah,
Delta 88. That's a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to have one of those. Yeah. Shout out to the Delta 88s, man.
But those are all just different cannabinoids that make up the plant.
But is that hemp or is that THC?
So you can have hemp version of Delta 8.
Okay.
You can definitely have that as well. And then really, it's hemp, but people spray synthetics on it.
Gotcha.
So that's why it's not naturally grown that way.
Okay.
So it's really the sprays that kind of give you that high feeling.
Oh,
Which is why I really don't necessarily use a lot of Delta 8.
Gotcha.
I use mostly Delta 9. Because Delta 9 is, premature cannabis, essentially.
what you mean premature cannabis?
So federally, you can have up to 0.03% THC in a product for it to still be federally legal here in the States.
0.03%.
0.03, so it's not a lot.
Yeah, that's like a light
Yeah,
trace.
it's a light trace. So that you can have in any product essentially and still be considered federally legal. And as long as you have that in your product, like I said, you're federally legal. But here in Georgia, we're not recreational yet. We're straight medical.
Do you see recreational coming and when?
I do see recreation coming probably in another 2-3 years.
2-3 years?
2-3 years. I believe so. Just because, as Georgians, man, we have great weather.
Yeah.
We have great, farming here. So all in all, it's just a great state to get into the plan. Of course, we need those dollars, those tax dollars.
Right.
Are always needed. We see what's going on in Colorado and in California and those other states where they've gone recreation, and you just see, the
So much
employment
money
level.
coming.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. You see a lot of the homelessness has been improved with these extra, tax dollars.
Okay.
So we definitely, as Georgians, we want to see, more employment and more opportunity and more cash coming to our state. And cannabis helps with all of those things.
Some people say that when the government gets involved, though, that the quality goes down. Do you agree?
I would say two things could be true at the same time. I think when the government comes in, they're more than likely outsourcing those jobs to third parties.
Yeah.
They're going to have someone else really manage that. And I think when they privatize things, if they don't do a good job of overseeing those private companies, then it's a bad thing. Then they pretty much do whatever they can to make sure they maximize their dollar and not necessarily give the people the best service or product.
Same thing when it comes to like the food. You know what I'm saying? Like how our food is being genetically modified and da-da-da-da-da. So that's what I was thinking about when it comes to the weed. Like,
And mass producing it
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. That's definitely true. And again, that's not necessarily the government. It's these private, the lobbyists, right? These big companies. That's who has the power.
Right.
Essentially, these big lobbying firms. And unfortunately, if you're not, following your key senators or your House representatives or your city council, if you're not on them about the policies they're passing, a lot of them get influenced by the dollar bill that's being contributed to their campaigns.
Let me ask you this.
It's a negative thing.
That's it. That is a negative thing. So these smoke shops are popping up everywhere, right? Why did you decide to go the route that you went when you got into business, rather than just a traditional smoke shop?
I did it because,
And can you tell us the business model that you have?
yeah, for sure. So when I was getting my MBA at Emory, I studied abroad. I studied in Europe
Hold
for a little
on.
while.
MBA.
educated brother here.
You're not gonna breeze. And you
Yeah.
did your undergrad where?
At Morehouse College.
Come on, man.
Okay.
In Georgia. You hear all this knowledge you got?
I got the HBCU experience and the PWI experience.
Yeah.
Not all of us.
Well rounded.
Right, exactly. Well-rounded. And I'm not necessarily proud of, I know Emory just recently removed their DEI program.
Yeah.
Really?
But you was like a scholarship recipient, wasn't you?
I was, but
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, now that they got rid of it, so
That
I feel
would've
like I
been-
was a DEI
Yeah,
student.
right.
It was a DEI
So, but I mean, hey, I wish they would, change that up here, especially because now they have a black dean.
Oh, really?
No, but this we didn't know.
Yes.
Maybe we need to bring him on.
Diversity is what made it a special university.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
To
I
get
think
back
that's
to
what
that.
makes
They need to
any
figure it
place.
out. For sure, 100%. But yeah, so I studied abroad. I fell in love with Amsterdam, and we all
Another
know
brother
Amsterdam.
in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got
Shout out
the
to
coffee
AB.
shops.
AB
Okay.
from Hillsborough, Atlanta. He was just here, and he went to Amsterdam to
learn how to
pick up
DJ.
the DJ craft there.
Oh yeah, the music scene, the culture out there. I went to my first like beach house party while I was out there.
That's what he said.
And
House
it
is
was
big out there.
Phenomenal, man.
How long were you there?
I was out there a couple weeks.
Okay.
Like I said, I traveled throughout Europe, but I really enjoyed my time in Amsterdam. It's a clean, bikeable city. They're all about health and wellness. I mean, people are going to they call them coffee shops out there.
Yeah.
And they sell more than just coffee. You can actually go there, you can get your cannabis, you can get any fixing you need essentially. And they're open all day. Like people are riding their bikes before work. For lunch, they ride into these coffee shops. After work, they're picking up what they need. And I just saw that, like, this is how pharmacies should be built and designed. Right. They should really be community-based. You know, the bud tenders should know each customer who comes in.
You said bud tender?
Bud tenders.
I like that. Okay.
Now, you know,
The
people call them
bud tender.
ganjiers now. There's
Ganjiers?
Ganjiers.
Ganjiers, okay.
And they're really like pharmacists. They know what people need.
Yeah.
And they're literally prescribing, you know, what ailments people are talking to, right? So if you want energy, they're going to prescribe you something that gives you more of an upper. If you want something that's going to help you with sleep, they get you something, you know, for that. Or maybe indica, more CBN. It's always different cannabinoids in the plant. So even when people smoke, everyone's so focused on THC, but really on average, you're gonna smoke anywhere between probably 10 to 14 different cannabinoids. And THC is just one of them. So you might be smoking some THC, some CBD, some CBG, CBN, like it's a whole bunch of different compositions that make these plants, right? So
Why did you didn't get to the business model?
yeah, the business model. Yeah, my bad.
Follow-up
That's my
questions be
ADHD
going crazy, though.
Right. So I got into the business model. I wanted to bring.
You wanted to bring the Amsterdam experience.
Amsterdam experience to Atlanta, but of course we got to put our Atlanta culture. Put our black and brown culture onto it. So of course we got some dope art pieces.
Got you.
That's the gallery part. We do have some books in there in our space, which are giving you education about these plants, right? Not just about cannabis, not just about hemp.
So you got specific books in there.
All different type of
Nice.
books about all different type of uses in holistic medicine, right? My aunt, you know, we are a family business. My aunt is a master gardener.
He keep dropping gems, but he say this as if this is like standard.
Like it's normal.
Yeah, like it's a family business. We love to hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, we just
So-
tearing down all type of stigmas.
Man.
They say families can't work together.
Yeah.
That's false. We've been here 3 years, and we're gonna keep
I think I
going
met
forward.
your aunt.
Yeah, you have.
She was at.
At the
Shout
shop
out.
on Nelson.
Shout out to my man John.
So you've been in business total with both locations 3 years.
So I've been in business 5 years since 2019. That's when we started the concept. We started the CBD line, the cannabis line, which is called Live Malawi, which is one of our products here.
He brought.
Which is, this actually has no cannabis in it. It has a lot of pathogens. So you've got lion's mane, shiitake, chaga, and maitake, all in our gummies here.
This is a gummy.
That's a gummy, right?
Lion's mane and all of that. That is
That's
mushrooms, correct?
Yeah, so that's really good for like your gut
Packaging is
health.
crazy.
It's really good with mental clarity as well. But those are not psychoactive, so it will not get you.
Won't get you high.
Yeah, no Mario Kart.
No Mario Kart.
But it will have
So
you, like,
is this
locked
good
in.
for like tea?
Very good for teas. I normally take them in the morning, and we do have herbal teas at our
Okay.
shop. Right, my aunt's the master gardener, so she grows a lot of the spices that go into the herbal teas, right? And you can taste it, and you can feel the love and the intentionality in our teas. For
Wow.
sure. And so we have a tea bar at our locations. We do have a cannabis bar where you can partake at. Right, you can do different edibles. We've got topicals and creams, right? So you can apply that
I got that.
all on your skin, right?
Yeah.
And the bath bombs. So if you'd like to take baths, you can immerse yourself in the water, soak, and hip all your receptors in your skin from the bottom of your toes to your whole body. So it's more than just ways of just smoking the product, right?
Like holistic healing.
It's all holistic healing. You don't have to just be about smoke. If It could be about like you're doing the teas, the topicals, the creams. So we're just trying to provide a variety of different products that'll be best for you. But most of my folks do love that.
I was about to
They
say,
do love. It's a ritual, right?
when
Yeah.
folks come, how long do they normally stay and chill?
I would say on average, probably anywhere between 30 and 40 minutes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, people come and chill because it's just, you don't have to look over your shoulder.
Yeah.
You don't have to, because we're not like your typical smoke shops, because, you know, you have to ring our doorbell. You know, we need to see you got your ID present, right? Because we want to make sure you're 21 years of age or
Like-
older.
Like LA, like
Right.
where's okay.
Because most smoke shops, you could just walk right in.
Right.
shops.
But
It-
us, we're membership based, because like I said, we really pride ourselves on providing a safe space. So when you come in, that door is immediately locked when you come in.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So you
good
ain't gotta
feeling.
worry about no mayhem, nobody trying to come in there. Like,
Do
our
you-
spot is very heavily surveillance.
You have to keep security.
Well, Georgia's up and coming, so all the laws and compliance have not been designed just yet.
Yeah.
That's why we're being proactive, right? When we started this business to get ahead of the curve, we want to set the standard.
Boy, y'all are.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? We want to
seriously.
set the standard, so we partner with doctors, we partner with lawyers and politicians, because we're doing this the right way. We're testing our products to make sure our people are safe with having the doors locked. And then we can roll out our key fobs, so we literally will know, okay, who's in the building,
Right.
what they're purchasing, so that way we can really provide better security and better products for what people want.
What kind of like membership tiers do you guys have?
So
Or-
we have 4 different tiers essentially. We come in at the day pass rate, so that's more for like our tourists. That's more for folks who just want to come in and experience. They want to work remotely. So we have a day pass, which is coming in at $5.99,
Oh, that's
just to come in and work.
to come
use our
in.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, use the Wi-Fi. for
Right,
sure.
and then if they want to then move forward with getting products and things, we'll have them in our system, and then we can work on gifting them what they really would
Gotcha.
like to see. Right, very similar models in DC, where they have gifting as well. But with us, when you become a member, we actually provide you an actual book. So you get a book on your receipt. That's a PDF. You can download it, and it actually will give you education on, the said product that you really came to see. And came
I love
to
that.
partake
Now
in.
That's real
another
intentional.
level. Yeah,
yeah
that's
it's
another
like
level of like you need to know.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to make sure that you're informed.
Because for us, the educated consumer is always the best consumer.
Agreed.
Right? So that's why we do what we do. And we got into this game because we wanted black and brown folks to have a seat at the table
there we go.
when it comes to this thing called cannabis and,
Yeah.
and holistic living. Because a lot of these states, they just don't have us in mind. It's all a money play. They forget
Right.
about how they locked us up
For it's
right.
a lot of cats sitting behind the wall for
for this plan.
for
Right.
30 pounds right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, getting into the game, was that hard? Was it a really
Yeah,
long
like, what did
process?
you guys
like,
do
what did
to-
you have to do to
Man,
become?
getting in the game was extremely tough, and that's because when you go on the SBA and you say, "Hey, I got this business plan,"
yeah.
and when they find out what that business is, they're like, "Oh, nah, you gotta have 3 years of tax return before we even think about providing you any type of financial
Funding, okay.
So for me, it was self-funded, right? So before I got into this game, I worked 10 plus years corporate. Everything from finance, I've done pricing, and my last role, I was a global procurement manager. So I know how to shop. I know how
Gotcha.
to find right vendors and how to qualify them. So my corporate life definitely prepared me for being, CEO of the Bookstore Gallery. Like, I don't take anything for granted. Like, all that was needed to get to this point. Just to run a $1 billion business, seeing how that's done,
Right.
and applying those same principles to our smaller brown-owned business.
Oh, y'all not small.
Yeah,
Cause
we're grown.
some
We're
folks
definitely
been in the same location for 10 plus years.
And never
20 plus
expand,
years, never expand.
remodel.
You didn't went from the initial space on Northside Drive. I mean Northside to, you know,
So
you
now
opened
we're,
up
open our
two
Edgewood.
locations right next to the Slutty Vegans. Now you know if you next to Slutty Vegans at Edward PC, you are doing your thing.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Man.
And it's a really nice spot. What, 2 levels, 3 levels?
Two floors. We have a beautiful courtyard in the back. And to your point, we've got some great neighbors because that's considered the east side.
Yeah.
East side of Atlanta, right?
Is that the east side?
Edgewood is considered East
I would
Atlanta?
say it's old Fourth Ward. I would say that's more
Okay.
east side. of the
Oh,
city.
4-4, yeah. It's about right
east
there.
side,
Ah, it's right in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
a little more east. And,
Yeah.
Oh, well, our north side location, that's west side, right? That's west
Right.
side of the city.
right near the dome.
Castleberry, yeah. That's
Yeah,
west
Castle.
side.
Is that considered Castleberry?
It should be. It's
Okay.
right there, yeah.
Cause Castleberry, they got a lot of restrictions, man, in that area. So how was you able to finesse that?
Man, just first, both locations are like home to like the movement. Right?
Okay.
So I really feel like, the higher power knew what they were doing with getting us the opportunity to be in these two neighborhoods because they're both historical neighborhoods.
Right.
You got Martin Luther King, literally his childhood home is right behind.
Right
our
behind it.
location.
You can pretty
I
much
could
walk.
throw a rock and
Right.
hit
Yeah.
his the
You
patio.
serving trees right in front of Malcolm.
Right there. My
Martin.
brother,
MLK.
Martin Luther King, my
He had a
Morehouse brother,
dream.
my
Right.
Alpha brother,
Yeah,
like,
man.
all of that, right? And standing on that, previous history, MLK, he got busy on,
He did.
on Edgewood.
Yeah.
right?
That was his
Auburn was where
stomping
all the
ground.
That
churches
was
on
Exactly.
Auburn,
And he
but
pulled up on
all the
Edgewood. That's
nightlife
when it
was on
turned
Ed-
up.
Right,
Yeah.
the pool hall, right?
That's the
That's
stomping
it.
ground,
Right,
yeah.
exactly. So
Was y'all intentional just about that, or that just happened by
the divine
coincidence?
was, I feel, was
Okay.
definitely-
It was
I had no
intentional
control.
on your behalf. Yeah.
Exactly, super intentional. And then for me, I started smoking cannabis when I was in college. So when I was in,
Once you got to Morehouse.
right, that's when I started to partake. And it's just a full circle moment that now I opened up a safe haven for, students of age.
Yeah, 21 and up.
21 and up. And of course, I have a lot of seniors in that area as well. So it's just a beautiful thing to be able to educate and provide products for folks as young as 21 all the way to my oldest.
Now, why do you
Elders
have
about 84 years old comes in.
Why do you have to be 21 to smoke weed and 18 to smoke cigarettes?
Man, that's the laws, man. So that's why we gotta be really adamant about who we're putting in.
Because
these
it's all
positions.
smoke, and tobacco is more harmful to your body than.
Way worse.
Way worse.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
nicotine is what's so addictive.
I think that, but that to me is just another thing from the government.
Do you think it'll change?
Well, I think naturally it's changing. I think naturally.
I mean,
See,
the age. You think the age will eventually? no?
It probably won't.
I don't think so.
They'll keep that just like alcohol and weed. They'll probably keep that at 21. Cigarettes, because they're not as, I'm not gonna say concerned, but to me they're not as concerned.
Well, it's
about
already
your
been
health.
done. I don't
You
think
know
they're
what
gonna go
I'm
back and switch. They can't.
saying? Yeah.
Which is weird. I mean, because you can enlist in the military at 18.
Right.
You can go fight for this country, but you can't get a
So
train.
you need to be able to just smoke a cigarette,
Right. Exactly.
just in case.
Yeah.
Something, right? That's
Okay. That's interesting.
Indoctrinating you into that
That whole
being
lifestyle.
addicted to something that's negative
Right.
for your body.
And cannabis, do you feel like it has an addictive property to it?
No, but I will let it be known that there's things such as moon rocks and things
Moon rock.
that have extremely high levels of THC that is really a detriment to our people. It's not really a positive thing.
Really?
So when you wrap it in keef and do all that
Keep
extra
and
stuff,
doing all that and just putting all that THC in there, it's really going back to your experience of just being knocked out.
Yeah.
Right? That's all you can essentially do if you're getting such high quality, high potencies of THC. That's all it's gonna do is knock you out.
Yeah.
really, I know a guy. He used to that's all he used to smoke was the moon rock, and he used to smoke it and just be moving, just grooving.
Really. So everyone's different now.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to generalize, but
No.
most people can't handle the moon
Yeah.
rock.
I understand. Yeah.
Most people, they're showing that if you're doing it a lot and more frequently, it's actually making it quicker for you to go into like manic episodes.
Yeah.
And showing correlations to where if you're doing such high doses of THC, it can push you down, having mental issues.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. It's kind of like having lace weed. Because I know a young man.
A young man.
He was young. He was, what, like 18, 19 when he went to college. And smoked some lace weed and ended up becoming schizophrenic. Like from that one episode of smoking weed, he was never right again.
Because a lot of us don't do the research, like what's underlying in our family history.
Right.
True.
So if you got, if you've done research and you see, hey, maybe schizophrenia runs in your family, you definitely shouldn't be doing cannabis because that's going to exacerbate those symptoms sooner.
And being laced, and you don't know what it's laced with. Somebody put whatever they put in it.
So that's going back to, you want to make sure if you're getting this product, you want to make sure it's been tested by a third party so you kind of know what you're getting. But going back to just adolescence, as a man, our brain isn't done growing until I think like 26.
Yeah.
25,
26. So I don't recommend anybody to do cannabis, until they are matured and developed, right? So I definitely believe that, children should be using this unless they have a symptom such as, epilepsy.
Okay.
Right? And even that's more on the CBD side. Like
Gotcha.
It's higher levels of CBD versus
To keep
higher
from
levels of
seizures.
THC. Right.
Right.
And that's also medically, like you're talking to your physician about it,
Yeah.
and things like that. So for those things, there's caveats for why you as a child maybe should be using oils. But as far as smoking it, I don't advise any child to be using cannabis.
I also know one of my friends back in college who had bipolar and was diagnosed as a kid. And she used weed to, I guess, balance her out. But at the end of the day, it really
Kyle
wasn't.
don't seem like he buying
No,
that.
it really wasn't.
You don't
Tell
see
you
it.
now.
No, I know it wasn't. And she really ended up figuring it out. And then she had to start taking her meds because she didn't never want to take the medicine.
Yeah.
But she just rather smoke a blunt when she felt some type of way. And it's one of those things where you feel cool for a second, but then you right back to your highs.
Go get in the
Extreme
bathtub,
love.
baby.
I can tell you right now, if you have bipolar or schizophrenia in your family, you will not be qualified to get a medical cannabis card.
Oh, wow.
Those are the conditions that will actually
disqualify you.
disqualify you from getting a medical card. It's going to be those mental type of
Because it doesn't
What-
really help.
disorders. No, it doesn't.
Gotcha.
Where you from, Kyle?
I'm originally from Long Island, New York, from Uniondale specifically. But I spent a lot of time here in Georgia. Like I said, all my college careers have been here.
So you've been
Yeah.
here since college.
So,
I grew up as a man here.
and you said you didn't start smoking until you got to college,
Yeah,
right?
until college.
So what was your major? Because you're like really informed about this whole cannabis campaign and everything. Was your major like engineering? Was it like
It was finance.
finance?
So I was a business undergrad, but my concentration was finance.
So did Auntie pull you in and be like, "Yo, focus on this"? Because was she already in the lane?
So for me, growing up as a kid, I saw my granddad.
Granddad.
I really wanted to do what granddad did.
Okay, what was
My
tell us about
grandfather,
granddad?
He had a high school education from outside of Little Rock, Arkansas, Forest City.
Okay.
He just was a hustler, man. My grandfather had 2-3 jobs, and he had real estate too. So I just remember on the first of the month, my granddad would pick me up, and we would go literally door to door
And get that money.
And it's just women would just give him envelopes.
Boy, you was hooked.
Would
He
give
was
him
hooked.
Cakes and pies.
Yeah,
and,
here you
and
go.
wine
What was
bottles.
your-
I'm
what was your
whatever
grandfather name?
grandpa
What is
do
he
it,
What's his
doing?
name?
man.
What's his name?
Billy Brown. Was his
Billy
name.
Brown.
Billy
Shout out to
Brown.
Billy Brown, shaping Kyle's future.
Yeah, man. So he was, like I said, he
The
was
right
a
way.
hustler.
He was the man.
He was a maintenance man for one of his jobs. He had property in Brooklyn, New York. We had
Oh yeah, property in Brooklyn.
Yep. So we had.
Here I am
um,
picturing Little Rock, Arkansas, him going to door picking up money.
No, he came.
He picking it up in
moved
Brooklyn.
to New York City.
Oh,
he
yeah.
He was from Arkansas, but
No.
kind of like they had that mass exodus. A lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
our folks are from the south.
Yeah, but they
just
moved up north.
transitioned to the
Better
big
living,
cities,
yeah.
right? So his older brother was in the military and just said, hey, when you graduate high school,
Come up here.
you come live with me for a while, get yourself together, get a job, and then get your own place.
Right.
So that's exactly what my granddad did. He moved up, stayed with his older brother, who, you know, got out the military and they pooled their resources. And then
So
they
your
met their
family's
wives.
always been, sound like they always come together. And,
all
Tight
about
knit.
family.
That's good. I
Yeah.
love that. Me
Very
too.
important. Very much so about just pooling our resources and just moving with a plan. That
so
was
who
it.
had the plan? That's what I was trying to get to. Was it auntie or was it?
So my aunt, she retired in 2016.
Okay.
She was out in California. So literally, while I was at Morehouse, I would go see her during spring break,
Oh.
and that was part of our thing. We would partake.
Kick it.
Yeah.
The highest quality buds was
Right.
always in
In Cali,
California. right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So that was our thing. We would always bond over cannabis. But as she got older, you know, she couldn't partake, you know, due to lungs and, you know, things like that. So we wanted to figure out a way where we could still consume together. So that's what really drove us into creating the teas. So that's
So
how we
teas
got
came
to
first.
Teas, yes. So
Gotcha.
teas were the first product that we collaborated on and created, literally in her kitchen.
I love
Started in her
that.
kitchen.
That's so sweet.
Before we started the brick and mortar, we were in her kitchen, and then we would go into different pop-ups.
Yeah.
So we had a pop-up at Emory. That was our first one where we were like, hey, this is a business.
Yeah.
Because we had faculty coming to our table, and they were loving the teas. We
Yeah.
had the students. So we were like, yo, we're on to something. And then we just took it on the road. We were in Nashville doing different
I went on tour?
festivals. Yeah, went on tour. And the people loved it. So we were like, hey.
What was the name of the brand then?
It was always Malawi Plant Oil.
Okay.
Which even with that, I started with some of my Morehouse brothers. We did our research on the country of Malawi, which is an African country, and it's known for their Malawi gold cannabis and for their hemp. So we were like, yo, we want to eventually get there and actually bring that
Yeah.
authentic product to the States. So that's what started the company, Malawi Plant Oil, just having that intentionality. where
Did you
we're
get
gonna
there?
go- Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But I've gotten close. So I've gone to South Africa.
Okay.
I've met a ton of people from Malawi. And when I tell you they're some of the sweetest people, the most kind, and it's not a front. Like, they genuinely just are like here to serve.
Yeah.
So that kind of just reinforced, like, yo, you named your company after the
Accurate.
right country, after the right people. But the funny thing about it, they're unable to import. I may be saying this wrong.
Export.
Import. They only can export it, but they can't like sell it within the country.
Really?
So everyone around
That
the
sounds
world knows
crazy.
about their magnificent
But they
products,
can't.
but they don't.
They can't maximize.
Well,
they can't.
right.
I'm
Why-
pretty sure they're homebound, but like not selling it.
Right.
They under the table.
People all around the world
kind
know
of government
about
is that?
Malawi
Yeah, that's
gold
weird.
cannabis, right? They know about the Malawi gold cannabis and they know about their hemp. And
Malawi Gold, that sound like
Yeah,
sound like
yeah.
some right. The
A1.
deal. Sound like
Yeah.
the deal.
I have smoked that over there, and when I tell you, it's definitely.
We gotta make
That
it.
sound like that
design.
pack. That,
Yeah,
that
for sure. For sure.
Sound like
It's
you
a
need to
nice
make a
one.
membership trip.
I
Plan
definitely-
that.
yeah,
I
we
definitely
need
will
to
be
cool
doing
world
that.
that thing
Yeah,
for sure. Travel.
For sure.
Let's put
For
that
sure,
together.
for sure. But we won't stop growing this thing until we actually have some type of cultivation and manufacturing in the country of Malawi. Like, we will not stop.
That's
As
the
long as
goal.
I'm here, that is the goal.
Okay.
So
let's
we've
go.
got the brick and mortar model, right? Which, we want to take to the continent and then grow it from there. That's what this is about.
Once it become legalized in Georgia, man, y'all definitely, Malawi is like the layup from there.
For sure.
You're ahead of the curve.
For sure.
Then you were saying, I know when we talked to you at the store, you were saying that you want to eventually start franchising.
Yes.
And you want to teach people
Yes,
how to.
Absolutely. So the reason we got into this thing because my mom, she worked Rikers Island, right? So I've seen
Hold on, wait.
brothers and sisters get locked up for this plant.
Your mom was a CO,
My mom was a CEO, but later became a captain.
and you dealing weed.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, and the fact that I have her now, because I've educated her so much
Yeah.
now, because she was always
Because she was against it. I can see her going
She
hard.
was like, yo, you got these degrees,
'Cause
and
listen,
now you want to do this?
I ain't gonna
Right.
lie. When you first said you were smoking with your auntie, I'm like, auntie sound like she is the cool auntie
She
that
was
you.
always the cool.
You know what I mean? And
We
you
all
watch
got one.
you watch Bel Air.
Exactly.
It sound like that one where mom be like, don't be hanging around auntie such and such. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But now it's like, Auntie knew something. You know
Yeah,
something.
Auntie was
and
over
mom,
and said
mom
that.
on board now.
Yeah, mom is on board. She's retired now.
Okay.
And now she's been able to. She still doesn't smoke.
Yeah, I was about to say all the cannabinoid properties and all that stuff
She
you were
not
saying.
smoking yet, but I did have her. She does love the teas.
She love the teas.
And
I
the
was about to
topical
say, I should
creams
probably,
are her thing.
Okay.
She definitely loves. She doesn't smoke it, but she loves the teas and she does the topicals because she's had a few. I think she had ankle surgery, so you know.
That's a win for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've used some topical creams too that's worked before, and I can't remember where I got them from. This was a long time ago, but I got it from somewhere in LA. And when I say,
It worked.
man, and I can't find it now. I don't even know, but now that I know you have some,
I actually had
that's
some
what I'm
of his
saying. I'll bring
topical
some.
creams.
Yeah, I'll
let's
bring
come get
some.
some.
I bought.
Yep, you did.
Yeah,
Sure did.
that was about a huncho.
Yeah.
He said,
Yes, it
yeah.
definitely was, man. That's 2,000 milligrams.
Yeah.
I got my
But-
Falcons players using
Yeah,
it. Like,
it works.
It definitely works.
I was having the pain with my neck. Gone.
But yes, going back to that, we definitely want to license a franchise this model out because, like I said, we want to make sure black and brown folks have a seat at the table. And just talking about making sure we have that social, economic.
What does that look like? Like, what does if somebody wanted to franchise?
So we definitely gonna put them through the trainings, right? We've got all the SOPs. I actually went through the business expansion cohort, which was offered by the Atlanta Black Chambers,
Okay.
right? Shout out to ABC. Shout out to the Rice Center because I'm also a stakeholder at Rice. That's how
You
we
Rice
met.
ready?
Yeah, I'm Rice ready.
Yeah, you were.
That's right.
Rice was in the building that day
Oh,
at Comedy Hype.
Hype, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So shout out to
Shout out to
to the
John.
Russells, man. Yeah.
Russells.
Shout out to John as well. I know he's also taking the platform, elevating it to the next level.
Yeah.
Just a special area to be in Castleberry. 80% of the businesses in Castleberry are black owned. So it's dope to be able to look at other leaders and entrepreneurs that are doing the damn thing. But yeah, if you want a franchise, we're gonna sit you through the training. We want to be on some Chick-fil-A. We want to make sure you're all about customer service, right?
Funding wise.
Funding
No,
wise,
what-
right?
What
so
does that
funding,
look
so
like?
open a dispensary is on average about
All that
$5 million.
Chick-fil-A and all that.
Right.
Huh?
About $5 million to open a dispensary, right?
Wow.
But if you work with us at Bookstore Gallery, we can help you come in at $350,000
Okay.
and open a community center that's going to be focused all about the people, right? About the patients. The money's going to come, and that's why we want to focus on franchising this, is because we're going to give you the Bill Belichick,
Playbook.
Right.
the
You gotta
playbook
play.
on
All you
how
gotta
to
do is
open
plug
a
and play.
community center, right?
So that's now that it's not legal in Georgia. But when it's
But it's
legal
not
in Georgia, what the price go to?
Whoa, yeah, once.
Yeah,
But it still ain't gonna be $5 million. 'Cause I want our people to. We need a bookstore gallery in every community. Is my
No,
thought.
absolutely.
Right. I agree.
Right. So,
Absolutely, because we partake in the activity or the exercise, right? So without having the proper information, you just recklessly partaking, not knowing what you partaking in or
Yeah, because I don't
what's
like
good for.
to get it from anybody. Like,
Yeah.
I want to
be
know
a
what
reliable
it is.
source and know it's
Yeah.
coming. But it's more than just being a dispensary, right? We are a community center. We do all different type of events, right? We have mental health meetups for both men and women that are led by psychologists, right?
Okay.
And then I have, like I said, Dr. Alexander comes, gives education on how to get your medical cannabis card. And he will also go ahead and give you your appointment. If you don't have a primary physician, he can then go ahead and do that for you.
Are those once a month that you guys do that, or how often?
Yep, once a month, because now we have it to where we can do it virtually. So now we can meet you where you are.
Gotcha.
So we set up virtual things, and then we are an event space. So as a member,
Lovely
you
event
can
space.
rent out the space and do whatever you want to do. So if you're doing merch, you can rent it out, make it a whole pop up for your merch. If you're a podcast, we can go ahead and shoot your podcast there, and do all different type of birthday parties and things like that. So it's really and truly an event space. Like I said, it used to be a bookstore, but now we're fast forwarded, bringing it into the modern day times, right? So it's a
I like
community
it.
space.
I love that. Yeah.
And that's why I think it should be everywhere, not just here in the U.S., but I think it should be brought
Global.
globally.
What would be a city if you could say, okay, I want to roll one of these out in
Next.
one of these cities? What city would you?
City, I would say.
Because Atlanta is unlike anywhere else.
Yeah, Atlanta's unlike. I mean, Atlanta is a special place, and that's why it's important that we started it here.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things that start to go viral start in Atlanta. Right?
Start
Just
in
because
Atlanta,
of our
for sure.
influence on the culture, right? Atlanta influences everything, right? Shout out to them as well.
Shout out to them.
So I know that we do this right here in Atlanta for us.
Yeah.
We could take this. Definitely, I would want to take this to South Africa.
South Africa.
I want to take it to Johannesburg, just because I feel like Johannesburg is like if Atlanta and New York had a baby, it would be Johannesburg.
Really?
Okay.
So I think
If
we're taking
Atlanta-
it internationally, and we would start.
If
there.
Atlanta and New York had a baby,
it
it would be Johannesburg.
Gotta get there. I gotta go there.
Man, we coming to
You're
Johannesburg.
gonna love. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, why am I going back?
Wow.
Like, it's just like
I want
that.
to.
Exactly. Like, especially Santon. If I blindfolded y'all and dropped y'all in Santon, you would swear you were in Buckhead. Like they literally were influenced by the agriculture. I mean, architecture here in Georgia. Like
Really?
they took that to Santon and really designed it, like the Mandela Square, like the mall
Yeah.
and all that. It looks just like Phipps. It looks just like Lenox. It looks just like Buckhead.
Can't wait. We gotta go to Africa.
The richest, I think it's like the richest square mile of all of Africa is right there.
And they modeled that after Atlanta.
After Atlanta,
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever, man. It's a real thing. It's real. We have more in common than they want us to.
So that would be the ideal space, Johannesburg.
Sure, Johannesburg. But of course, I would want to start here in Georgia. Let's get Georgia right.
Let's get
So we
Georgia
got
right.
Atlanta. I'm very good friends with the mayor of Fayetteville, so I
Okay.
definitely would like to see someone franchise out into Fayetteville. I feel like it would definitely do well in north of the city. So like, what was it like Duluth,
Gwinnett, all those.
Gwinnett County? I know it would do well there. I
Lawrenceville.
know the mayor of East Point as well would do
Okay.
well. It's also decriminalized.
backyard.
Yeah, so I would start with all the decriminalized cities here in Georgia first, just like Fulton County decriminalized. So when you say decriminalized, that means that if you get caught with the plant or product, as long as it's under an ounce,
Yeah.
you should just have a ticket.
And for
You should
those
not
folks
have to
that
go
don't
to
know how much an ounce is, how many grams is in an ounce?
They can look that up. We need to give them some homework.
Go
so
give
them
they
some
can
homework.
But-
Or come to the bookstore,
It
read
ain't
one
a
of the
high
books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be-
Kyle's not gonna give y'all all the
I want
information
y'all to look into it if you're really serious about it. You should do some research.
because they know all the
Pull up on
terms.
it.
Zips and give me a 7th, an 8th.
Yeah.
They don't
Right.
know how many grams none of that is.
But we definitely have the education for you if you can't Google it or do some
Or
research.
Chat
yourself.
GPT. They got everything.
Or get your library card. You know,
Library
the
card.
library is a thing.
Yeah.
You know, and they have a lot of, discounts and benefits that come with having a library card.
I got mine.
I got
That's
one
what I'm
too.
saying. So, you know what I'm saying? You get discounts to
Yeah.
all different type of places.
I never used it for a
What about
discount.
Malawi.
I'm what kind of-
Get your membership.
do
You
get a
come on
discount?
through. That's
I
what-
have
Yeah,
to become a
we
member.
gotta get a membership.
Definitely.
We're gonna we gonna
I'm
come.
gonna gift y'all a membership, as a matter of fact. I'm
Man,
gonna gift y'all, man.
you gonna gift us a membership?
Yeah, I'm gonna gift y'all a membership, man. Just because I
So
believe in what
everybody-
y'all doing, y'all give so many others the opportunity to get on this platform.
Man, that's amazing. And we appreciate that. You came with more gifts
Right, you
than
came bearing
we thought.
gifts.
So y'all make sure if y'all come to the city,
Yeah.
we gonna make Bookstore Gallery a go-to spot in the
Yes.
city.
Yes.
If you come, Trap Cafe and all that, that's cool. You know,
You gotta come.
Georgia World Congress Center, all that's cool. You know, Slutty Vegans, y'all come. Y'all make sure y'all stop at Bookstore Gallery.
Stop at Bookstore Gallery.
And
We
say
right
what's
by
up to
all
Kyle.
of
Now
that,
it's
man.
now an Atlanta staple.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Making
right.
it.
man.
Stamp.
And it's not far from all of that you
None
just
of it.
It's
mentioned,
right
man.
there.
Magic City's around the corner too.
Right.
Right there.
You know what I'm saying?
So come get your pregame,
Right.
your tea,
Yeah.
your topicals, cause y'all, we know y'all, all them knee challenges and all that.
Yeah, all of that, man. Your knees ain't what they used to be. Topicals, you get your flour, your vapes, like you say, your teas. We got mocktails. merch coming soon. So yeah, man, we got all
kind of
type
merch?
of products.
Who you tapping in with your merch?
I actually tapped in my brother Herb. He owns Herb & Co. He actually makes some dope fedoras.
Okay.
He's actually in Phipps as well. Yeah. And shout out to
Herb getting
Keith
money
and
here in
James.
Phipps.
Yeah.
Keith and James.
Yeah, my cousin James Keith. He makes fedoras.
Hold on, that's your cousin with the red
with
the
the
red.
red brim hats. Yeah, and the leather wear. He's
Hold
into
on,
the
Keith and
leather
Ja-
goods.
So the fly
my
lawyer,
first
shout out to the
cousin,
fly
man.
lawyer. He came by.
That's
Yeah.
right, man.
He stopped by. He helped. He gifted a couple of TVs for our
Yeah.
editing
Nice,
space.
man. That's a
But
good
he
one.
only
Take
wears
that
Keith and
upstairs.
James.
He
Yep.
wears, man. That's
I didn't know that was your.
that's my first
Well, you got a lot of people in your family.
entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Shout out to the Browns and
Appreciate it
meet the Browns in real
Right.
life.
in real life.
Were you the reason they all came down here?
I wasn't the reason. Like I said, my family is from the South. So
Yeah.
Granddad, Arkansas. Grandma's from Alabama. On my mom's side, they're from the Carolinas, so North Carolina, and that's the side where
Okay.
Keith and James. They're from Rigglewood, which is right outside of Wilmington, North Carolina.
Man,
And we have farmland, horses. Like that's really, we come out of that agriculture. That's
this only made sense. This
Right.
was this was a logical pivot for y'all family.
Definitely.
for sure. And just to, like I said, just be a beacon to where we can just educate our people so that they can leave Atlanta and opening their own community centers throughout the country is what this is for.
Okay.
And it can't be any other face of cannabis in Atlanta besides a face that looks like ours.
Right.
Right.
Right, respectfully.
I'm with that.
Gonna leave that, Jim. We usually say, guests leave the people with, something positive.
Something you live by or a motto or something. You got something for 'em?
I would say just have the audacity to go after your dreams, man. Just go have the audacity to go after it. Because there's other cultures where they don't second guess it. They just go ahead and do
Just
it.
do it.
Right.
Right. So we just need to have the audacity to go ahead and do whatever you dreamt about, whatever your passion is calling you to do.
Do it.
I understand there may not be money in it initially. It's gonna be a lot of, trials and tribulations, but I guarantee you it would be the most fulfilling thing you could possibly do if you aggressively go after it. Aggressively.
Like
Have the audacity to go after your dreams.
Audacity is aggression.
Yeah.
They're like,
And don't worry about what anybody has to say because they're gonna talk.
because I know they naysay the hell out of you, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But when you have your own money
Yeah.
and you put your own money up and you work something every single day, everything that you were missing will start to be gravitated.
Absolutely 100%. That's a word from Pastor Kyle Brown today. I have audacity to chase your dreams. And this has been another episode of Dreamers
Another
Create
amazing
Cool.
episode.
Yeah, I'm Willi Millions.
I'm True Davis.
I'm Kyle Brown, man. Thank y'all for this opportunity.
Thanks for coming. This is great.
We put this out
Space.
immediately.
Right,
We
tomorrow.
gonna
Y'all
give
in
you. We
Atlanta,
gonna,
y'all need to come
Right.
through.
yeah, we got to. This is it, man. Like and subscribe.
Please.
Follow. Oh, where can they find you?
You can find us on Instagram. It's Bookstore Gallery _ATL. Same thing on Facebook. We're on TikTok, Bookstore _G. And same thing on X.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Okay. This is it. Y'all like and subscribe.